a feat of extraordinary courage. The Order of Chevalier in the Legion of Honor.
Thank you, sir.
And for you, Captain Pierre Roy, for untiring and heroic effort in the cause of France, the Medal of Honor. From each and all of the 12,000 men in Dien Bien Phu, our deepest thanks.
I'm grateful, believe me. But there is one thing that would make me even more grateful.
What is that?
The wounded need water, sir. Their rations are almost gone. They are suffering terribly.
Yes, I know they are suffering. We're getting all we can by air, but it is becoming more and more difficult. The only immediate source of supply is the river, and it is entirely in communist hands. To send a patrol out would be most dangerous. I'm afraid I can't ask anyone to take the risk.
You needn't ask, sir. I volunteer.
You understand the chances?
I understand the need for water. I've been having my concentrated wine all day without it.
Very well, Captain. You may take a patrol out before dawn. But I warn you, I've just used up my last Medal of Honor.
They're out there digging again tonight.
Let the Gophers have their foxholes. We will fill them up in the morning.
If we find all the holes. If we don't, they'll leap in our laps next week.
Well, gentlemen, enjoying the symphony of the diggers again tonight? Perhaps this will distract you. A perfume letter for you, sir. Newspapers from Paris, only 2 weeks old. We still have it at Picasso and the Bourse.
Viva la France!
2 letters for Callum. Save the papers when you're through. I like to read the ads and see how much money I'm saving.
Well, at least we are making the front pages. An interview with our general. He tells what he thinks of General Giap.
I hope General Giap doesn't read French.
My poor darling, I know what you're going through. The only consolation I can offer is that you are doing it for us. My existence is just as lonely. I have not set foot out of the village, not been to Paris once. I spend my days with the old women. I scrape and save. I go to bed early, thinking only of you.
It says here, the Hotel George V is booked until August.
Well, just as well. I'm all tied up till August anyway.
And guess who else I saw during my leave in Paris? That's right, you guessed it. Simone. I saw her at Maxime's, the Opera, Les Ambassadeurs. You were wise to let Simone leave the village. After all, there is only one Paris, and it will keep her from becoming too bold.
Is there something wrong, John?
She lied to me. She's not in the village at all. Volunteer, she always said. Improve yourself, darling. For us. For us. For herself.
Maybe all a misunderstanding, a mistake.
Mistake, don't be crazy. She tried it a dozen times before. Just wouldn't face it. Now it's clear. Can't you see? She wanted to get rid of me. Get me off anywhere. But why? That's what I can't understand. Why? It's the money. She wanted more money. Clothes. Good times. She wanted my overseas allotment.
She didn't know you were being sent here, Jean.
I show her. I show that tramp. If I die, I show her so she'll never forget.
Of course, you can change the beneficiary of your insurance at any time. You need only sign the new form and have it notarized. But under the circumstances, it may not be enough.
What do you mean?
You make the change, but what if it never gets out of here? What if it is destroyed by the Reds? It is not legal unless it reaches Hanoi.
Oh, I see.
Wait. I almost forgot. 2 helicopters are coming in tonight. We are going to remove some of the critically wounded. We are also sending out 1 bag of dispatches. I could include this if it's important.
There's nothing more important to me.
Very well, we'll try. Now then, who is your present beneficiary? Age, residence, relationship?
Madame Simone Callot, age 29, Paris, wife.
And your new beneficiary, the one who's replacing her?
Do you remember Private Rigaud? He had a little daughter.
Denise.
That's right. Denise Rigaud. Lives in Lyon. 6 years old. Orphan. Write it down.